The food has been collected. Now it's time to deliver the goods. This year's Fill the Dome campaign was another success with more than 193,000 pounds of food donated to the cause. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly followed the donations to see how it's directly impacting our community.
What we collect from Fill the Dome is really going to sustain a lot of these feeding programs, for months to come. And they rely on it each year now that it's become such an ingrained part of our community.
Local young leaders and students from more than 50 schools help feed the hungry during the Fill the Dome event. This year, nearly 200,000 pounds of food is expected to put food on the table for many people in the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond.
All the food that was collected from Fill the Dome is going to be distributed to as many as 24 feeding programs here, kind of within the area and within the community.
So the food will be loaded up on trucks and taken to places where people can have access to it. One of those places is Fargo's emergency food pantry.
When you think about quantity, it's pallets of food. It's a mixture of canned goods and noodles and cereal.
And Logring says these donations are critically important.
We rely on food donations and dollar donations. And if it wasn't for things like Fill the Dome, we wouldn't be able to consistently have that throughout the year.
Logring explains that in our community, people don't realize how much of a need there is for this food.
1 in 9 people right here in Cass and Clay County live in poverty. And so when we think about who's coming into places like us at the Emergency Food Pantry, it's people year-round.
And through these programs, people no longer have to wonder where their next meal is coming from.
There are more tears, and there are more tears of joy, of just the feeling of relief that I now can feed my family.
Logring says the people that come to their pantry are touched by the kind hearts involved in Fill the Dome.
One woman said that specifically. She said, the thing that's so heartwarming to me is they don't know me in any way, but the people who are willing to give care enough about the other humans, the other people living right here in our community to make sure that they're fed too.
In Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
This time of year is a great time to raise awareness for the hungry, and local pantries are always in need of more donations.